reeling it, keeping it real with your girl Dells. So guys, this is going to be a new series. It's going to be story time on a Saturday. So it's SS, you know, story time Saturdays. So on this series, or in this series should I say, I'm just going to be sharing some tea with you guys. Where is my teacup? Where is my tea? Everybody know I love tea. But anyways, that's a side note. So today what we're going to be talking about. Today we're going to be talking about the time I nearly died. I nearly died a couple of times, but this one is like a real near-death experience. So, in about March, just before COVID became a big deal. Well, it was always a big deal, but March it was like boom deal. Me and my friend and I, we went on this conference, ACPA, in Nashville, Tennessee. Now, it was so much fun hanging with her. We really bonded and we got to know each other, and it was amazing. I mean, we were a bit paranoid because COVID was just it was rolling out, but that's no, I did not get COVID. Spoiler alert, what happened was much worse. So we coming back from the conference now, we're going to get dinner. We said let's stop off at Olive Garden. We got dinner at Olive Garden. We're heading back to the hotel that we're staying in. We just got out the cab and we're walking back to our room. Got in our room. You know, like if there's an Amber Alert or there's any emergency, like your phone, I don't know how, but it's programming, it makes this weird noise, and it makes that noise so that you can check. It says extreme emergency, tornado approaching. I was like, what you mean by tornadoes? Hello. I'm from the Caribbean. We don't have tornadoes. We have breeze, but they don't just like girl child. I was like, this is not happening. So I look at my friend now and I'm like, what are we supposed to do? And I don't know why, but I was just really calm. I was like, okay, I'm going to iron my clothes for the conference now because the electricity might go. I was thinking like, worst case the electricity goes. So I'm there ironing my clothes. We just hear like this loud shattering, like whoa, and I'm like, what is really happening? Like the tornado passed right beside our hotel. My ears was popping. It was like pulling me, because at that time now I sat on the bed and she's on her bed, but my bed is closest to the window, and I feel like the wind is like pulling me and I am trying to hold on, and I am like, I did not just leave the Caribbean. I have never experienced a hurricane to come to America in Nashville, Tennessee, to be killed by no damn tornado. So I start putting a piece of prayer because I am like, Lord, I come against all natural disasters, all natural. Girl, child, I start to pray. And before you know it, the tornado passed. And it was just so still. And I remember, like, everybody know, I panicked. Like, panic. But like in that moment, I was so calm. Like my friend was so shooked by how calm I was. I was the one like, okay, let's just go out and see what's happening. When we went outside, the place mash up. Me like, Jesus, I walk in. What's a go on? What? It was like, it was just so, I can't even describe it. It was just sad. You know, cars were upside down. Things that were not there were now all in the streets, in the car park. And so we all had to come out of our room at this time. And now everybody's like, what's going to happen? Because most of the persons that were staying in our hotel were not actually from Nashville. They were from other states and from other parts of the world as well. So like, we were all in like shambles. It was like we were pretty shaken up, and I was just like, okay, this is crazy. So long story now, the fire marshal, they came, they declared that our floor was safe to go back in, but we could only stay there for the night. No, girl child, we pay in full for this place. We don't got no more money. Where are we going to find money to pay for our next hotel at this point in time? Mind you, I also have to present at this conference, and the other day was my presentation. And obviously, we woke up the next day, no real warm water to bathe. We had to shower with cold water. I mean, but that was the least. No, we actually like able to see the damage because it was night when the tornado came, but now it's morning. And the place was just ramsacked, like just ramsacked. And now me and my friend were strolling through the streets looking like some hitchhikers. We don't know. We're trying to find the nearest place where we can get a taxi, to ask this taxi if it could take us to the nearest hotel, because we needed somewhere to stay. And this come like, you know, there was no room in the inn for Mary. I just didn't know how to process it, but my friend, she was panicking, and I'm like, no, God didn't bring us to this country for us to be swept away by no tornado, for us to be homeless or whatever. So my friend is like, oh, let's go to the airport and see if they can get us a ticket to go back to Jamaica. And I'm like, my girl, no. So anyhow, we just found this good Samaritan, and he offered to drive us to find a hotel. Like, no joke, we drove for like 2 hours and we could not find anywhere to stay. Like, everywhere was full because of the tornado. Everyone had to be relocated, and some hotels were like working closely with other hotels, so they just transferred their guests there. But eventually we found a hotel. I missed my presentation because of all the up and down, so I then had to reach out to the planners and let them know that I had missed my poster presentation as well as my panel presentation. So missing all that, I felt really defeated, because I was like, the whole purpose I came here was to share my work, to share the work that I had done with mental health, and to really put my university and my hall, Preston, on the map. So I felt really defeated, and I just was like, what? Like, first thing first, I had to pay to print my poster, and it was $100 and something US, and I'm just like, what an absolute waste of money. But anyways, the event coordinators worked out something, and I was still able to share my poster. And then a lot of people came to my poster because it was green. And I was still able to impact those persons. They took my card, some of them reached out to me. I was able to network. But like, the moral of this story is that, boy, sometimes when things seem very hopeless, just don't lose faith, because honestly, I really felt like that was my end. Like, I started praying, like, I'm like, this is how we're going to go out. But I also want to point out that I was so calm, I was so still, and I don't know, for the first time, I know I believe in God, but for the first time I felt like my faith was so powerful. And even if you don't believe in God, like, the universal energies was just present, and I felt like everything was going to work out. Even when I started questioning, why me? Why? But in all, girl, I nearly died. And like, Nashville hadn't had a tornado in years, so no one was prepared for it. And here they wait till me and my clean self show up there but anyways, guys, thank you for chilling with me on Saturday, and this is the time I nearly died from a tornado. Bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and to share this channel with a friend, because we need all the love and support, and everyone needs a Desi in their life. I'm just saying.